Street Symphony is an ensemble of musicians and a community of people who are organizing for hope. We are organizing for the presence of voices that are ignored. This Messiah project idea was developed by somebody in the community.
Everybody shall be exalted.
Don grew up singing. Don served in Desert Storm and he experienced PTSD. And what got him through was singing the Messiah. And he said his dream would be to sing a Messiah in Skid Row. So today we bring Handel to Skid Row to take a stand. And we take a position as artists and musicians and activists to say that the Skid Row community matters. That the lives and the stories and the resilience of this community matters, and that we honor that through music. We're going to honor that today through a new piece of music that we actually commissioned ourselves from a wonderful composer named Reena Esmail.
So many times I get asked, well, why don't you just give food, or why don't you give money, or why don't you give something that's a little more concrete? Like, what does music really do? And I think when you connect to yourself as a musician, when you realize you have a voice to sing and to bring beauty into this world, it honors who you are as a person. It honors your soul and what you really have to contribute.
My choir, Urban Voices Project, was invited to be part of the piece. When you're in a situation like homelessness and drug addiction, you really have lost hope. Just to feel that little bit of love from another human being, I think, can be very transformational.
I'd like to tell you a little story about myself. In the beginning of 2015, I came to Skid Row. I had a month clean from a 7-year heroin addiction.
I feel like it's bridging the gap between two worlds, between world-class musicians and the homeless and people that are disenfranchised.
The energy in the room at any Street Symphony concert is so different than in almost any other professional music-making setting, because there's no fourth wall. When you're making music with people on Skid Row, music for them isn't just a form of entertainment, it's a lifeline.
Handel's Messiah was first performed in 1741 to release 142 men from debtor's prison. And then when the performances were held in London, they weren't held in concert halls or in cathedrals. They were held in a foundlings hospital, a hospital for orphans. And King George II attended this concert and was so moved that he stood up at the beginning of the Hallelujah chorus. The Skid Row community is one of the most beautiful communities of people I have ever met in my life. And that is because in the face of ultimate despair and brokenness, they are still saying the